everyone? 42 back here in the normal setup, by the way. Looking nice, I hope. Today we're going to be talking about the 2025 XXL freshman list. And, I mean, this happens every year. We talk about, how bad potentially it is, whatever. We're at the voting portion, so, there isn't the actual list yet. We can't judge that. But I want to talk about the potential voting because we've seen some things we've never seen before, and that is Plaqueboymax, a streamer, being eligible. But guess what? A streamer who has actually declined. Yes, declined doing the XXL list despite being on the website, despite people and fans telling him to be voted for. So very, very interesting. We'll talk about it and get into it. But let's look at this very interesting list right here. Actually, might as well just show you guys first Mr. Plaqueboymax on it, and then go through the rest of everyone. Right there, as you can see, Plaqueboymax, vote now. There he is, photo of him and everything like that. Play music, watch video, and this is what he had to say.
XXL, I'm not gonna lie, no. Shout out to XXL though. And I'm not gonna lie, it is an honor though, because niggas came up. I was watching this shit. This shit was lit. Overly lit. You feel me? But I'm not doing that. I appreciate the love, especially because I've not dropped music this whole year. I've never dropped a single. So that just me. Feel me? They really showing love. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. So basically, as you can see, declining them, and I understand why. I mean, if he hasn't dropped music, if he hasn't, done it per se a lot, it kind of makes sense. There's kind of a rhyme and a reason for it. I think maybe it's also the freestyle too. It's not really up his alley. It's not really something he wants to do. So I can honestly understand it. Now, I'm not sure if that means him declining it, they get rid of him. Not really too sure. As you can see too, I mean, I'm assuming Osama-san, if not declining, is already in there. I mean, he would make the most sense. If the XXL doesn't go after him or get him, then it's a waste of time, I'll be honest. But we'll go through this list. There's some very interesting artists, like Baby Chief Do It, Fire. I could definitely see him in that. Baby Kia as well. I could definitely see him in that too. Benji Bluebills, definitely as well. B.O.B. Kosher is an interesting one. Che, I was not expecting to see Che here, but I'm very happy that I see Che here. I think Che's getting a lot of votes for sure. I feel like Che could definitely be in there. Chicken P is interesting. Chucky as well. I could definitely see Chucky actually in there too. Dave Blunts, I love that. Honestly, I could totally see Dave Blunts in there. I feel like a lot of people are going to vote for him, so I could see it happening. We'll see, though. We'll see. But EBK Jabo, that's an interesting one. Eam Triplin as well. Eam Triplin potentially. Glog 40 Spaz. And Jello. I like those. a lot. I think Jello, really only has the one hit, but I still think he kind of fits, and I could see him fitting very well with it. So we'll of course see, but I think that's a very good one. Glog 40 Spaz, I think he would fit too. I don't know if he'd necessarily do it. Honestly, I feel like he would decline it. But I could see him in there as well. Now, by the way, they call this the 10th voting spot, right? As if it was the last vote or spot being voted for. But I believe what they do, or the strategy they have, is that's just for marketing. You're like, oh, okay, all these rappers, we just gotta get one. I think some of these rappers are either already in there, or they'll just be decided and probably get in there regardless. So that's just my thoughts. But Glock 40 Spaz, I could see declining. Ian as well maybe declines, but I do think Ian would get a lot of votes, and I could see Ian doing it if he doesn't decline. This is a very interesting list. Shout out Kenny. I love Kenny. Georgiana, I could see Georgiana in it. Caribou, I could also see in it. Laserdimp, I could also see in. So all of these artists, I could definitely all see them in there if they don't decline, of course. Lefty Gunplay, I feel like Lefty Gunplay, not really up my alley in terms of the music I listen to, but definitely poppin'. Definitely could see him up there for sure. I like Nems too. Nino Pade, one of my favorite artists right now. Nino Pade is just really different, honestly, and Nino Pade deserves it. I'd say one of the most out of any of these artists, because he's just different, honestly. Osama-san, as we talked about, Plaqueboymax declined. Rio de Young OG, that could be cool, but although I really don't feel like this is rookie vibes, right? Freshman, rookie, Maybe that's just me, but I don't really understand it. Skywater would be a really great artist to have on there as well. I really like that pick. Potentially. Vonoff as well. Vonoff's really cool. One of my favorites, as y'all know, one of my favorite people in the world. Xavier's so based. I could see Xavier on there low key. I actually probably could, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe not, but I could kind of see it. Yapo JJ, that would be cool. I don't think it'll happen. Definitely don't think it'll happen. But I think that'd be awesome. 19 Under Rugrat, one of those artists as well that I could see it, and 310 Babies is on there as well. So honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Hear me out. So this is insane. Now, one thing I actually want to talk about as well is, as you'll notice, there's no net spend on that list. Now, probably the reason is, I'll be honest, net spend and their team declined. Off the bat, they said, don't put us on there. Don't even let us vote for net spend because he will not do it. Or he's already in it and they just don't have him in the list because he's already on the XXL freshman list. I don't really know if he would do it or wouldn't do it. I would expect his team would decline that, honestly, considering what I know about them, and they decline everything. If you guys don't know, they literally decline everything. So I feel like they'll probably want to decline this as well, but maybe he's already in it, and that's why he's he's not included. But honestly, if a lot of these artists don't decline, my kind of perfect 10. It's tough, but honestly, my 10, I think Benji is deserving. I want Shay. Dave Blunts would be crazy. Glock 40 Spaz. Ian, I think would be really cool. Caribou or Laserdym, one of those artists. Lefty Gunplay, because I want to keep it different. I think that makes sense. Nino paid for sure. Osama-san. Maybe Nems from the UK, too. I feel like that's really good. And then, I don't know how many I just said, honestly, but I want Skywater as well. And then, I think Rugrat would be a really good option. So, Rugrat 1, Skywater 2, then Osama-san 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we'll just say 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, damn, that's tough, honestly, because I said 11, so wow. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be really interesting to see. Woo! I don't even know. The polls closed at April 27th, so 5 more days for voting, but very, very, very interested to see how this happens. Maybe some artists that I didn't talk about, like, these artists get on. We'll see. But what are you guys' thoughts on the list? Do you guys think this list has potential? It does. Depends on if, these artists that I talk about actually end up doing it, but I think it definitely has potential, honestly. Let me know, though, what you guys think. Appreciate you guys, as always, for tuning in. We're back at the normal setup. Very happy to be back. Love you guys, as always, and I'll talk to you later.